Welcome back, everyone. So Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Desperation, has officially hit a new low. Fresh off the stage from the Time Studios 100, where she ironically talked about her success and being the happiest that she's ever been, while her new podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, has tanked faster than expected. And if that wasn't cringe enough, in a new twist this Sunday, she's now leveraging her kids. Yes, we've seen her kids before, but remember, she once insisted needed privacy. Now she's using them to prop up her failing brand. Yes, Meghan's children are now Instagram bait. Let's get started because this PR breakdown is a wild ride. Okay, so let's kick off things with this podcast disaster that Meghan insists is about female empowerment. Well, apparently women and everyone else aren't feeling all that empowered by her superficial buzzword and word salad episodes. The podcast hasn't just failed to impress, it's completely vanished from Spotify's top 100 in both the US and UK. It's not even cracking Apple's top 200. I mean, seriously, more people are tuning into podcasts about how to fall asleep than Meghan Markle preaching about empowerment. You can make this stuff up. If you have subscribed to my channel, you know we've analyzed all 3 episodes, and trust me, each one worse than the last. In fact, episode 3 was painfully dull. Many of you, including myself, could barely get through it without dozing off. It was an absolute snooze fest. But here's the real kicker. Meghan allegedly called in the cavalry. Beyonce, Taylor Swift, even Hailey Bieber, and guess what? Nobody is picking up the phone or getting back to her. Not one A-lister wanted to jump on board Meghan's sinking ship. And now the show is reportedly in crisis talks after only 3 episodes. Oh my goodness. When your female empowerment podcast can attract powerful female celebrities, what does that say about your own pulling power? Remember, in her recent Time 100 interview, Meghan was even asked who she loved to collaborate with next.
Who have you not had on your show or your podcast? Who would you want to get and mention today?
Is this the hook? Is this the bait that we're putting out? I will say I have been so fortunate that even before the series had aired, in talking about what the premise was and how conversational and more relatable we wanted it to be, I was able to get legends like Alice Waters, and also other friends as well who we haven't revealed things about season 2, and Ted will come here later, but I can apologize in advance for saying, Jose Andres is going to be on season 2. We love Jose so much. So I think my wish list has been, I've been fortunate to have the people that I want on the show. And if I think of someone else, I'm going to have to figure out a way to tell you so you could put that out there.
Perfect.
But no, I've been really lucky. We have a great lineup.
And she awkwardly danced around it, professionally, of course, essentially admitting that she already secured her wish list, which clearly hasn't panned out. It was painfully obvious that she had no more big names lined up and no convincing plan to attract any. Ouch. And here's another thing. In her Time 100 interview, she also repeatedly insisted that she was being authentic. But let's get real. When you have to verbally reassure your audience that you're authentic, chances are you're anything but.
Giving in a way that is thoughtful and intentional and so authentic. Part of, for me, my authentic self is really being involved in the creative and
True authenticity doesn't require repeated affirmations. It naturally shines through in your actions and consistency. Meghan's constant insistence, in fact, she said it twice, I believe, that she was being genuine and authentic only highlighted her desperation to convince us and perhaps herself that her curated image isn't unraveling. From my PR perspective, Meghan's podcast flop is a classic case of misaligned branding. She's positioned herself as this relatable, greedy female entrepreneur, except she's neither relatable nor particularly entrepreneurial. She has had one big win And we don't take that away from her, which is her docuseries, yet Time Studios paraded her around like she was Gwyneth or Oprah 2.0. Her appearance wasn't just tone deaf, it was embarrassing, including for both the one interviewing her and for Meghan, especially now. The truth behind her success is slowly crumbling right before our eyes. Now, let's talk about Instagram, because Meghan's newest and saddest PR strategy yet, the woman who fiercely declared her children's privacy sacred, is now strategically drip feeding us glimpses of Archie and Lily on social media. Coincidence? I think not. Meghan's posted a photo of her daughter Lily picking pink roses carefully shot from behind to highlight her striking red hair and pink sweater. A calculated aesthetic move for maximum engagement. The second photo, once you swipe, is of her son Archie, again from behind, carefully obscuring his face while picking white roses, the only white rose, in fact. And the third photo is the most strategic and desperate of them all. Archie holding up a white rose in front of his face. Cute? Sure. Transparent PR? Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes. This isn't family sharing. It's a calculated image management intended to generate buzz and engagement by using the kids Meghan once promised to shield from media circus. And why now? Because her podcast and brand, quite frankly, aren't cutting it. So she has to bring the big guns, the babies. Oh, the babies. But we're not done there, because as if the desperation couldn't get any clearer, Meghan immediately uploaded the outfits she wore at Time Studios to her Shop My page. Like clockwork. This is humiliating. Is this really how the Duchess of Sussex, someone who claims to champion women's empowerment, plans to inspire by turning herself into a human click and buy billboard the second she walks off stage? Seriously, like she even did this as soon as she posted it on Instagram. She also posted on her Shop My page the outfit that she was wearing on her Instagram post. So let's call this exactly what it is. Meghan Markle is grasping at straws. Her platforms are failing. Her empowerment message is ringing hollow. And now her once fiercely guarded children are front and center in her desperation quest for relevance. From my PR perspective, Meghan's trajectory seems to look like this. The harder the brand falls or fails, the more frantic and misguided the attempts at damage control become. If Meghan truly wants to rebuild her credibility, exploiting her children for Instagram likes certainly isn't the answer. But hey, what do I know, right? Maybe next week she'll be dropping Confessions of a Royal Momfluencer to keep the lights on. At this point, nothing would surprise me. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment below because I love reading your comments. Do you think Meghan can salvage her image, or is the Duchess of Sussex now officially Duchess of Desperation? I'll see you in the comments. Thank you very much. Bye.